Today I fucked up by recommending Shel Silverstein books as a Christmas present to my family for my daughter. Obligatory this wasn't today but rather all month before Christmas. My daughter is 6 years old and loves reading Shel Silverstein poetry books, so it was an obvious go-to when my family asked what they could get her. So my mill found one on Amazon called Different Dances and gave it to her on Christmas Eve. I worked that night and she showed it to me that night when I came home. I looked at it and was like, cool, and didn't think much about it afterward. Why would I? It had some kind of creepy artwork on the front, but it seemed totally in line with Silverstein's usual style of art. It's clearly a children's book. Christmas came and went and more presents made the book even more forgettable. I worked the next day, and this is where it gets fucked up. My wife texts me at work saying that my daughter came out of her room and said, you know, that book is really inappropriate. And she sends me pictures from this book and it's filled with a ton of adult, dark humor. But mostly dicks. Tons of dicks. Way too many dicks. The book had a sticker that I really didn't pay attention to that warned about its adult content. But it was in tiny text under 25th anniversary. I had no idea Shel Silverstein also produced this smut content, and now my daughter has seen this shit. She said she read every page. My mill is freaking out over it and I don't really know how to handle it. I obviously see the humor in this, but at the same time, I can't wholly appreciate it because it's pretty damn fucked up. To me this is like the equivalent of getting a Drive Seuss book and then you open it up and it's just filled with tits. Here's some pictures for those curious. Shel Silverstein ruined my daughter's innocence. Too long didn't read, told my mill to get a children's book for my daughter for Christmas and she instead got a cartoon book full of cock. Smiley face, your daughter will never be the same dude. Jokes aside, it sounds like she handled it really healthy though. Told your wife right away, said it was inappropriate. Just something no one could ever unsee. Maybe now you have to have a small talk about human anatomy and how men and women have different anatomy, and that's okay and normal. Me and my wife both had some talks with her since. Some of this stuff you can't just explain. We kind left it open-ended and asked if she had any questions about what she saw. He lived here in Key West, and there are some impressive stories about him out on the town. He wrote for Playboy for like 40 years and wrote A Boy Named Sue. Sadly, a big banyan tree fell on his house in Hurricane Irma and it got demolished recently. I guess now we know what happens where the sidewalk ends. This is hilarious and frankly really not that bad of a way to be introduced to the idea of naked folk. Today I fucked up by forgetting my landlord was showing my apartment. Background, I live with my BF and 2 other people. Every month or so we get an email from our landlord informing us that they will be showing the apartment to potential new renters. They tell us the date and a time range in this email as well. When we woke up around 11 there was no one in the apartment, as one of our roommates was at her parents' house and the other was at work. This doesn't happen very often, since we live with so many people, so we decided to take advantage of it and have sex in the kitchen. There are 2 kitchens, we don't share. So we're in the kitchen doing our thing while listening to music and all of a sudden the door swings open. In walks our landlord and a group of girls with their parents. All of their jaws drop and they scurry back into the room they came from as my BF and I make a beeline for the bathroom to hide. For the rest of the tour, we sat in the dark bathroom with the door locked. Neither of us had remembered they were coming, and since we were listening to music we didn't hear them knock on the door, which was on the other side of the apartment. Too long didn't read, landlord brought a family to show my apartment and walked in on my BF and I having sex in the kitchen. Wait, so they continued the tour after that? How awkward. Ikra. The family probably went home and ate dinner in that weird almost shameful silence. Well, now they know the kitchen is large enough for fucking. Could be vital information. At least one of you guys remembered you were coming. Players 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 have entered the game. Kitchen B for cooking up some babies. Today I fucked up by trying to enjoy a shower with my girlfriend. So this happened yesterday. She works at a nursing home and came home after a long shift. We just put new blankets on our bed, so she wanted to shower and not get the new sheets all sweaty and gross. I give her about 5 minutes to get situated in the shower and head in the bathroom to ask if she's almost done. I just started my conditioner, she said. Perfect, I have enough time to jump in and shower fully before she's even done with that. It all goes downhill from here. Literally. As soon as I step in, I guess my foot didn't catch the tub right, and down I go. I do a baseball slide from the back of the tub to the front, and take her down like a bowling pin. She's just sitting on the floor laughing. We both ask simultaneously if we're okay. Once we're good, we just sit there laughing. Well, her laugh stopped once she tried to get up and could barely move her hand. I told her she probably landed on it weird and it'll throb for a little while. Fast forward to this morning and she says it still hurts. Told her okay, let's go to the clinic. After waiting for 3 hours and some x-rays later, it's revealed she has a fractured thumb. We both start nursing school next week and she has to have little to no usage of her hand to have it heal properly. Side note as well, as I fell in the shower I tore the back paneling off the shower. Too long, didn't read. Wanted to enjoy a shower with my girlfriend. Slipped and fell getting in, causing her to get a fractured thumb and a broken shower. This could have been me. My boyfriend slips in the shower regularly when we shower together. It's honestly adorable, but I'm always afraid he's going to actually get hurt. Great cautionary tale. I love that she laughed it off instead of getting upset. She sounds sweet and you guys seem happy. Oh yes, very happy. It's definitely gonna be a story we always remember. Smile. Traveled 8 hours to meet online GF for the first time. Had first sex together. Got into her old school tub with shower curtain, and when I went to turn around I spun out of control, wrapped the curtain around me and ripped it off the rod, flew out of the tub and landed on / smashed into the toilet. Ended up laying in a dazed heap on the floor. GF laughed herself silly until she couldn't breathe. I have a series of whimsical duck stickers on the bottom of my tub. They're holding umbrellas. They're whimsical because ducks have neither the need for, nor the ability to use umbrellas. Cause of injury, lack of duck stickers. Did the shower at least end well? Nope. When the paneling goes back up, put some grab bars in. Maybe for fall rest. Maybe for better thrusting.